Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So I want to share with y'all a quick project of a little planter. I guess that's what you would call this, that I found at that the previous owners left. And I like the style of it, so I figured I can do a little spray painting because I've already washed it off, and just kind of revamp it and make it like a flower container. So I'm gonna turn the camera around in just a second because, believe it or not, y'all, I cannot figure out, like, it was an overcast today. We got some good rain yesterday, and y'all hit the subscribe button because I was just so upset yesterday. Because I'll just give you a quick snippet, and I told y'all that once we get settled, I am going to really share with y'all the move from beginning to up to now, because it's been some trying times. And yesterday was another trying time because Chris and I had went out, and I don't know why I like doing stuff in the middle of the day at the hottest of the day, but that's neither here nor there. We came home, y'all, and it was already hot, and the AC was out. The AC was out, and I immediately knew it when I walked in. I was like, it's hot, and it's so humid here in Georgia. I was like, oh, it's hot and it's humid. And I looked at the thermostat, and at that point it was like 82. But I'm so thankful, y'all. I'm so thankful that the people who I guess used to service, or still will be servicing this AC, the previous owners left the cards. They left like some cards of the people that they used when it comes to the maintenance of the house. And so I told Chris, I was like, just call them and see. And they said, if it's an emergency, leave a message. And I was like, oh gosh. And let me tell y'all, I know we're supposed to be talking about this planner, but I just want to talk to y'all for a minute. So back maybe last year, our house in coastal Georgia, the AC went out. And so y'all know how it is when the AC go out. It's always during the hottest portions of the month of the year. I think that AC went out like in May. So we did get a chance to get like a portable AC unit, and we were actually going to give it away. And I told Chris, I said, no, I've already put the warranty on it. I've registered the warranty. We'll just keep it, because we had I bought like a 3-year warranty. And we actually didn't let the packers pack that up. And then we brought it with us because it was just such chaos, and it's still chaos. That's why I told y'all to hit the subscribe button, because I probably need to write down everything I got to tell y'all. But long story short, that got us through the portable AC unit. But the guy came out the very same day, because like Chris is not, certified HVAC, but he knows like the very part that he left a message and told the guy, his name was Chris too, that was the part that had went out, because he went and did everything he could, like check the breaker, check, just do some checks. And I remember Chris saying, just turn it off totally. And the guy was saying that was good, but I don't know what the part is. They replaced it, thank goodness. About 7 o'clock, we were getting cool again. So anyway, I just want to tell y'all that. But let me turn this around, because the planter that I'm going to spray paint, and I want to get some coconut core liner, but the plants are going to have to be a shallow plant. I may not get it all planted up today. I still have some plants that I need to plant, but again, it needs to be shallow rooted. I was kind of thinking about fall, or either the remaining of these vincas until fall. But I'm just going to turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm working with. And then I'll figure out. A lot of times as I'm doing stuff, I just kind of figure out what to do and all of that. So let me turn the camera around, y'all. Let's get started, because I know I done went up, down, back, forth. But let me show you exactly what I'm working on today. Okay, so again, this is the planter. Let me put it so y'all can see it. So this was in actually Chris's workshop, and I know that this was probably something that he was going to throw away, but I caught it before he's going to throw it away. So it's just kind of like a wire planter. I don't know what they had in there. I washed it off real good with the hose yesterday, and I'm just going to spray paint it black, and I'm going to put a coconut core type liner in here, and then I'm just going to plant it up. I was thinking pansies would really be pretty, but it's, believe it or not, y'all, it's time to start thinking about starting your fall seeds, which I have been doing. I am going to start some herbs that I took out just to grow over the fall, like thyme, definitely thyme and oregano, just to let the roots develop. I have been looking online. I'm almost down to maybe like the 2 people that I may call to go ahead and start building my raised beds that we're going to put in this area, waiting on the movers to come, because I have the black tarp type deal, and I'll keep you posted on that. I'll show you what I'm using to kill the grass. So that's why I really haven't been doing too much moving, because I don't want to keep like buying stuff, and I know the stuff is coming. So I'm going to go ahead, spray paint this again. Let me just show y'all really quick. If you haven't watched our, which one was it? Our, let's see, video where we planted our first planter. And let me take y'all over here. Y'all, these poor plants took a beating on, I mean, we just drove like an hour yesterday to try to, get everything wrapped up. Chris is actually gone to the apartment now to turn in the keys. We still got a few more days, but I'm like, let's just get it over with. So these plants really took a beating, and some of them I'll try to save. Some of them sometimes I just get over a couple of things, and that's one of the things. I'm like, I got too many seeds, and I'll share that with y'all too. I got too many seeds to be worried about minor stuff. We got other stuff. But if you go back, I'm gonna link the video. This is already like a couple of weeks of the planter that we planted, and I've already did a couple of deadheading on the salvia right here. But I'm telling y'all, if you want a workhorse plant for the summertime that's drought tolerant, that can take that heat, you definitely want to go with a vinca. I have grown these so many times in all of my gardens because they're tough plants and they don't mind. I mean, don't get me wrong, you still want to water them, but they really add so much beautiful color to it. Our Calibrachoa is coming back, and believe it or not, the Creeping Jenny is doing rather well. I'm actually waiting on this one that the guy took the weed eater to. It looks like it want to come back. I'm gonna give it a chance, but again, it's not that serious, y'all. If push come to shove, guess what? We'll just get another Creeping Jenny. That's where I'm at right now. So I wanted to show y'all that real quick, because I know that when the movers come and bring our stuff, we got a lot of planters that I want to get planted up, but I'm torn because fall is on the way. Like I told Chris, we got probably about another month of this heat, and then it's going to start cooling down in the morning. But they don't have the fall plants out, and hopefully if they go ahead and get everything placed with the packing, I do have some pansy seeds, and I will start. I can go ahead and start like pansies and Johnny jump ups, and hope that they'll be ready like for the fall planters. So I will probably be showing y'all over the next few weeks what all plants that I'm planting. We do have a Seed Starting Masterclass that I'll link in the description, because it will help you know when you're supposed to start seeds. I always say everybody's not supposed to be starting seeds right now. Some people, depending on your growing zone, you probably should have started them a few weeks ago, because you may not have as long as a fall. But this course explains all of that for your particular zone, and then even if you move, you'll still know how to calculate all those things. So anyway, I'm going to put the camera down. Let me go ahead and I'm going to spray paint this, and since we got the sun out, I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. I know in that shipment I have coconut core liners, but I know dealing with all the boxes that they're going to bring, I'll probably be better off just buying one coconut core liner from the big box store just to get this planted up. So I'll come back and let you see how it all turns out. In my mind, I think it's going to be very nice, but we're going to see. Okay, so here is the first coat. It's so amazing what a can of spray paint will do. I do see a couple of little white spots that I'm going to have to go over. But I'm going to go over it, turn it over, and then this should be ready within a few hours, because we're just letting it dry right now. I really don't have a place with where I want to put this particular planter. I do agree with Chris, Lord knows I do. I don't want to clutter up this patio area. He just brought these chairs out here. This was another thing that the previous owners left, and I did tell them that I was going to like redo these chairs as well. But I am, y'all know how I am when it comes to clearance finds. So we're getting into those months where a lot of summer things are going to be marked down. So I am just in the, how can you say it, just in the market for like the perfect little patio set for right here. I'm going to take this rug up. I'm going to redo these tables right here. There's nothing wrong with them. They're probably going to get some of this black spray paint as well. It's all about repurposing. Now the fire pit is probably going to go. It looks like it's had most of its better days, but like I said, I'm on the lookout for clearances. That's normally when I get a lot of my stuff, y'all. It's during those months where they're marking things down, trying to get ready for the Thanksgiving and the Christmas, what do you call it, items to pull in. That's normally when I get them. I'll never forget the patio set that I got. It was like October, November time frame, and when I tell you, I thought I had just really lucked up. That was probably the best deal that I found. So yeah, let me go ahead. See how I get off track, y'all? Let me go ahead, because I'm looking at this. Y'all make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I just ordered a solar fountain. I wanted to just do solar to get something up, get some color, get something pretty, where I really think I'm putting these in front of here. I have to decide between these or the other flocks that I showed in another video. Both of these are flocks, but this one doesn't get as high. And then I think the fountain is kind of skinny, but it's a little bit tall. So make sure you're subscribed for that, because I'm actually going to take out some grass pieces. I can't do the whole area like I anticipated, because oftentimes when Chris backs up or I back up or we have to turn around, we kind of get on the grass a little bit. And so y'all know how funny I am about my plants. So I'm going to go ahead, do another coat of this, and I'll keep you posted on where I really want to, where I want to put this one at. It's just a standalone one. I may put it like on the front porch step. I'm not sure. Let me think about it, because oftentimes when I'm doing stuff, again, certain things will just come to me and I'll be like, oh, I'll put it right here. So I'll let you see the end result of where I'm going to put it and what I'm going to put in there temporarily. Okay, really quick, here is the second coat, and we are getting there, I think. Okay, I will touch up just along this side right here, and then over here. We'll do another touch up. This side is good. I've done the both sides, so that's good. I just need to do a little bit more touching up, and then it's actually going to be ready to plant. Still haven't decided where I'm going to put it, but it'll be ready when I do. Okay, so I wanted to show you the finished product. I think this is great. You can tell that it's black and not white, because I know how I am. Like, I'll just keep on and keep on, and I'm like, this is enough, because once you put the coconut cord liner in, everything will, you know, start coming into play. So I wanted to go get it now, but it's hot, the traffic, And so we're just gonna wait. So that'll leave me a little bit of time to kind of ponder still and see what I want to plant right now in my mind, unless I go get the coconut liner and then see like a good deal. Right now I'm going to use the vincas probably in the back, and then I'll use those blue plants that I was supposed to use for my first container garden. I'll use those like in the front to kind of trail over, and I think that should be good because this is, again, it's not that deep and it's not that wide. So normally I do pack it to make it look full, but I think if I put like a couple vinca plants in there and the remaining 2 blue plants in there, that will be great. Still pondering on where I want to actually put it because it is low. It's like a low planter. I'll take it around to like maybe the front porch and see how it looks, or if I should put it like on a stand. I don't even know what's coming. I kind of forgot what we had in storage, but I'm gonna be everything will start coming back once they start loading everything off the truck, because I was trying to think if I had like something to elevate it on, then that may work. But I'm gonna get it planted one way or another. Okay, so it is probably like a couple days later. I went to the big box stores and got the coconut core liner. This is I wanted to keep the tag on so that I wouldn't forget, y'all. This is a almost 14-inch liner. I did measure the basket. The basket is about 12 inches across as far as the width is concerned. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it planted. Like, again, I just went and watered my plants, so I'm definitely going to use like 2 of the vincas, 1 of the blue plants, and I think that may be it. I did pick up some sweet potato vines that were on the clearance rack, but I don't think I'm going to use that here. I'll see how it looks once I get it planted, and then I'll show you all. Y'all, I still do not know where I'm going to put this, so I'm just gonna plant it up right here, and then when I see the perfect space, I guess I will put it there. It's not really, it wouldn't be in the way in the front, but it's not really a good space right now to put it, because there's nothing on the porch, no type of table. So as long as I get it planted up and growing, I'll make sure that I come out here and water it and take care of it. And then maybe as I'm walking by something around the garden or something around the yard, maybe I'll just say, hey, put me here, and that's what I'll do. But I still want to go ahead and get it planted. Super cool project so far to do. I like it. It just cost me I had a half a can of black paint left, and I think I used just a little bit more. So I would just say like 1 can of spray paint, and then just the liner right here. So we're right at about between $5 and $6 for this project, not to include the plants or the soil, but I'm just saying this is a great way to upcycle things that have been left, or like just maybe if you just see something somewhere, a great way to upcycle it and reuse it. So let me get it planted, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we are working with. Okay, y'all, so if you hear noise in the background, don't worry about it. I'm gonna talk over it because I'm like, I gotta get this done. Now let me tell you, I absolutely love like fresh soil and fresh mulch. So I put potting soil, and then I also put some compost in here. Now I've shared with you all previously, when it comes to organic gardening, in my vegetable garden, in my herb garden, in my flower garden, I garden organically, but sometimes I have what you call show flowers, and the show flowers is what I will put like an extra boost of either slow release or liquid fertilizer on here. So basically what I did is I put some potting soil in here, and I put some compost in here, and this is Osmocote that I added. I added this in here. It's like a slow release plant food right here. Don't worry about the the sun. The sun is just taking this off. But anyway, added that. Now let me tell you about these flowers. This blue plant has the potential to be so beautiful, but in the last video when I wanted to put it in my container garden, it was acting up. It just wasn't positioning itself right. And so it was trying to do the same thing again. So what I'm going to do is possibly just go ahead and trim this up a little bit so we can get a little bit bushier. And you can see like blooms coming on it, but I don't know why it just does not want to cooperate. I got 2 vincas in the back. These were like leaning, but I tried to make them as upright as possible. So when I put them out in the sun, well, they were in the sun, but they'll start acting right too. So the only thing I'm going to do now, y'all, is I'm going to put my little layer of the mulch on there, which is the I have like the wood chips, just so we can go ahead and try to conserve the moisture and everything. But I think this is going to look really pretty. Make sure you click the subscribe button, because I'll keep you posted on this planter in particular. Right now I'm just going to put it by the fence right when you walk in, like I said, until you know I'm walking somewhere and I'm like, ooh, this is the perfect place for it, because these are all full sun annuals that we have here. But I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just put it there and then we'll see what's what, when's when. So let me put the mulch on there. I'll show you the final product, and then that is a great way to upcycle something to use for the garden. I love it. Y'all comment below, let me know. I just think a can of spray paint, like it did what it had to do. I absolutely love it. I can't wait until these blue flowers start to bloom all over. So you're gonna get like a bluish purple and a pink right here. These are about 10, they said that the vincas, the space them about 10-12 inches apart, so they're gonna get full. That's why I didn't want to add like maybe one more plant in there. I was thinking about it maybe on this side, but I'm like, if you just let this trail, and if this is gonna start to go ahead and fill in, then it'll be perfect. And then we'll start thinking about maybe a fall/winter arrangement for this one. But this is going to carry us on out until it gets cool. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. I was absolutely not heavy-handed at all. This whole piece broke off, but that's okay. Hopefully, like I said, it will become bushier. So I got the mulch around it. I'm going to go ahead and water it in and sit it by the fence, but I like the way it turned out. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button so you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.